Boris Johnson will be forced to resign as Prime Minister once Sue Gray's excoriating partygate report is released, a senior official has claimed. The Prime Minister has faced calls from MPs and the public to quit after he was issued with a fixed penalty notice following the Metropolitan Police's decision to fine Mr Johnson and his Chancellor Rishi Sunak over an event which took place in June 2020. However, Mr Johnson could face an even greater challenge once Sue Gray, a senior civil servant, publishes her Whitehall report into Downing Street's lockdown-breaking parties. Part of Ms Gray's report was released on January 31st. She was prevented from publishing the findings of her inquiry in full due to Scotland Yard's Operation Hillman investigation. In the initial update, Mr Gray claimed, there were failures of leadership and judgment by different parts of Number 10 and the Cabinet Office at different times. Some of the events should not have been allowed to take place. Other events should not have been allowed to develop as they did. The Times has since reported Ms Gray's full report will be even more damning and could force the Prime Minister to tender his resignation. According to the broadsheet, an official said, Sue's report is excoriating. It will make things incredibly difficult for the Prime Minister. There's an immense amount of pressure on her, her report could be enough to end him. The Force's investigation and Ms Gray's inquiry are not the only probes into Partygate. The House of Commons referred the Prime Minister to Parliament's Committee of Privileges last week. The inquiry will consider whether Mr Johnson knowingly misled Parliament. The Times report comes just hours after the broadsheet claimed Mr Johnson had told his friends he has been assured he will only receive one Partygate fine. However, the Prime Minister could face a leadership challenge if the Tories suffer at the ballot box when voters go to the polls on May 5. Despite concerns about a leadership challenge, Conservative Party Chairman Oliver Dowden said Mr Johnson still has plenty more fuel in the tank. Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer has been keeping up the pressure on the Prime Minister to resign. However, there have been fresh calls for Durham Constabulary to reopen an investigation into an alleged regulation breach made by the Remain supporting ex-Shadow Brexit Secretary in 2021. The Force had rejected an initial complaint, even though the Holborn and St Pancras MP was seen drinking and socialising in the local Labour Party office. Tory MP Richard Holden, who defeated the Corbynite Labour MP Laura Pidcock in the 2019 general election, stressed there was strong public interest in reassessing the case when he wrote to Durham's Chief Constable Joe Farrell.